I moved to Ireland 5 years ago. Would I recommend anyone who wants to move to Ireland? Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's been a minute. I think it's been about 2 or 3 years since my last upload, and that's actually been one of my best done videos about moving to Ireland. So I thought I'd stick in a bit of an update since it's officially been 5 years of living in Ireland. I've lived in Ireland now as a student, as a full-time worker, and yeah, let's talk about it. I moved to Ireland 5 years ago to attend National University of Ireland, Galway, to do my master's degree, and I absolutely hated it. Jokes. I actually enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed living in Galway for about a year and a half, and I think I would definitely recommend Galway if you're coming in as a student. I know this is September, through September to January, we're going to have a good amount of international students probably coming in to start their program. And if you're considering Galway as one of your options, I'd say go for it. Galway was a good experience, and I don't know if much has changed. Obviously, like the pandemic has kind of tweaked everywhere a little bit, but living in Galway as a student, I felt like it was nice. Like the school that anyway, Galway was right next to the city centre, and you're literally in and out and interacting consistently with people. I got to meet a bunch of wonderful people and made very, very good friends while I was doing my program there. And yeah, just towards the end of my master's program, when everyone graduated and people got different opportunities inside of Ireland, in different cities, Dublin, Cork, and people got opportunities in the UK and Canada, and everyone just kind of moved away. I didn't really feel as much at home in Galway, and I also was one of the people that got an opportunity outside of Galway towards the end of my program, and I moved to Cork because I moved bang in the middle of the pandemic. I think I've spoken about that a little bit in my previous video. I moved literally 2 months into the pandemic thinking, oh, we're about to wrap up this pandemic now, and then ended up getting COVID, not like going into the office for a year and just having that whole experience. And I lived in Cork for a little over 2 years, and I feel like I got cheated out of my Cork experience because it's one like when you move to somewhere like, especially in the middle of a pandemic, you don't really get to experience the city, and it was a bit hard for me to come out of that shell once the pandemic was kind of winding down. And then the funny thing about it is the friends I did make early on in Cork moved out of Cork to at some point, and then I started making new friends in Cork, and then at that point I'd already made the decision to move to my third county, which is Dublin, and that's where I currently live. I've been living in Dublin now for exactly a year, and I absolutely regret jokes. I absolutely am happy with my decision to move to Dublin. I think I've made more friends in the last 1 year than I did probably in my 2 years in Cork. It's been nice to kind of find a bit of a community and be more plugged in, but that could do with the fact that the pandemic's a bit like over now. Um, so everywhere's open, there's no like you meet people, you actually can make future plans, and you're not scared of them, giving you a deadly virus. Like living in Ireland for the last 5 years, living in 3 counties, would I recommend anyone who wants to move to Ireland? Yes, I would. I think Ireland has a good amount of opportunities if you're coming in as a foreigner, but you have to obviously do your research to decide what city you want to go to, what career you want to focus on if you end up wanting to stay here for a bit. I can talk a bit more about the whole moving from a stamp 2 student visa to a post-study visa, a work visa, and a stamp 4 visa. So I'm currently on my stamp 4 because I've been here a minute. I'm currently on my stamp 4 and just working and living in Ireland. And one thing that's definitely on my list to do is explore more of Ireland. I did get to see a bit of Cork and Dublin, I did get to see a bit of Cork and Galway while I lived there. And Dublin, I feel like I've been more drawn into the city centre because that's where most things happened. I haven't explored some other counties in Ireland, and that's definitely on my list to do. But one of the benefits about living in Ireland, I'd say, is the proximity to travel to other places in Europe. Um, People ask me a lot, like, oh, how am I able to travel as often as I do? And that's just because it's kind of cheap, but not kind of cheap. You can literally go to Italy for 20 bucks. Good old faithful Ryanair. Um, so being able to move to Europe and live in Ireland and have the rest of Europe be so accessible has been a blessing and a bit of an experience. And I'm honestly looking forward to just spending more time traveling and working and experiencing Ireland. And yeah, this has been a bit of a rant, I know, and hopefully I will be on here doing more videos. But if you have any questions about living in Ireland, living in Dublin, stamps, visas, and all of that, please don't hesitate, drop a comment on this video and I will more than happily be able to answer any questions you have. Even if I don't do it in a video, I will reply the comments. I've DM'd a lot of people DM me with their questions about the process, of what it takes to move to Ireland, the cost, the things you should be aware of. I talked about it in my previous videos, you can check those out, but a good amount of things have changed and I'm happy to update everyone. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and don't forget to hit the like button and the subscribe button, because when you guys engage with these videos, it gives me more energy to want to come back and film. So thank you guys for supporting, and I will catch you very soon on my next video. Bye!